dealt for the networking event. Let's go to day 2 now.
Yeah.
Day 2 was the networking event. A lot of it included sending out invites, hundreds of invites sent, hundreds. Some with the right time, some with the wrong time. But hundreds of DMs sent. Not so much emails. I didn't send up them in emails, but a lot of DMs, a lot of texts.
Yeah, we basically like you went through.
I went through everybody, almost everyone who's been on the podcast before, and other connects. But it was tough because it was a week out. It was a week out.
Yeah, if we had like a month, sent those out a month in advance,
Yeah.
that would have been a huge event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so and it was also a Sunday, the Sunday before Christmas. Like,
Yeah.
it was a lot to ask, and to everyone who actually made it out. Again, so much love, so much love.
I'm honestly kind of glad it wasn't as big as we thought it was going to be.
Because we were done way quicker.
Yeah, well, there wouldn't have been enough space for everyone.
No.
We were already full up with what we had that
Yep.
day. So
Yep.
Yeah, and huge shout out to the St. James crew for also
They pulled
making it.
through.
Yeah, right. You know, it's their day off, but they chose to show up and believe in the idea. So,
Much love.
yeah, much love to you guys and your team.
So me and Kayla left this house probably an hour and a half before the event was supposed to start. An hour and a half. Probably a good hour and a half, yeah. We're like, okay, it's going to take half an hour to get there. We're going to be there for an hour. We're going to set up. We also had to pick up a fog machine, and we had to pick up a speaker. Cool. An hour and a half is plenty of time. We are stuck in traffic for a kid you not an hour and 15 minutes just waiting on Keniston on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I am so confused on like why there's traffic. We're just not even moving. Not a move. I call you, you're also in traffic. And so I'm like, okay. And then we get to the dealership late. Like, we were supposed to start at 1. We get there for 1. Like, we're late. And we left 11:30.
yeah, I got there only at like 12:20 myself, and like, I think Adam had beat me there, and that was the only other person. That was
Yeah, like because the filmers had already been there. Everybody else was there. And we were just caught up in traffic. And we were so confused why. And then when I get there, now it was stressful. I will say that first hour, probably, so stressful. Because
Making
people
it
were
fast, yeah.
people were starting to come in. None of the cameras were really set up. The toys were still kind of in the back, and we had to figure everything out. People were coming in. I was trying to entertain them as well as like set everything up. Yeah, stressful moment. And I remember Brock looks at me and goes, "Just breathe, bro. Just breathe. Just breathe." Like, okay, I'm trying. I'm trying. But yeah, no, that was for stressful for sure. That's when I felt it.
Yeah.
Again, another moment I was like, not gonna happen.
So how'd you deal with it?
I didn't. I just kept going. Like, it was like one thing after another. It was a great thing that the filmers were able to kind of do their own thing. Aiden and Taryn, I was just like, hey, listen, like, you guys do your thing. If you need me, you let me know. And they kind of did their own thing. Kayla took care of the presents. Stevie took care of like the organizing, everything as well.
setting up our camera.
And it was good that people were kind of rolling in slowly. It wasn't like right away, but it was like slowly rolling in. And then, yeah. So it was like a lot of running around, but eventually, you know,
By
things
like
happen.
1:30, I think everybody is pretty much there, and like we were all ready to go.
Yeah.
On the move. So.
But that short period, I was, we had to print stuff, and I was like, I didn't print stuff, and there was things going on, and the printer ran out of paper, and I was like, why? It's a dealership. Like, and then Sonny goes like, oh, come with me, and we go into the back with a big printer stuff, and I was like, I just need 3 pieces. Like, I don't need that much. Yeah, a lot going on. And then they're like, I was like, I gotta make an announcement. He's like, okay, just stand on the desk. Okay.
And then we set off the fire alarm with the smoke machine.
Yeah, so to get the fog machine, and I was like, it's fog, it's not smoke.
Yeah.
There's no way, it's not heat, it's vapor. It's not like it should set off the smoke alarm. Thank goodness it did not set off during the time.
Oh yeah, or the sprinklers.
Yeah, so how long did it last? I think we were done by 4:35. I want to say took around 3 hours, 4 hours.
Is that late?
I think so. We did start like a little later, so
I thought everybody was pretty much gone by 4. Like we were finished wrapping around 4 o'clock. I thought, but then we had to do the loading up the vehicle.
You're probably right,
and then
actually.
We had to do the recording of the last clips and everything. So yeah, it was probably around 5.
5. Yeah, so we were like throughout the time we playing music, so I had a little remote, and I would just press the button, and fog would come up. There's 4 different options. I had no idea what any of the options did. I just pressed random buttons at random times.
Could have blown up the whole machine.
But no, the guy told me, he's like, there's different little settings. Just
Yeah.
press one, if fog will come out. I was like, cool. And so I pressed the fog machine, and fog comes out. And thank goodness it did not ring the fire alarm or the sprinklers while everybody was there.
Yeah.
Because the clip that you see in the video of after, that is after everyone had left. Most people had left, and we were just wrapping up, putting all the presents away.
So you blew the smoke there as well, or the fog?
Yeah, so the fog was set up like around the Christmas tree area,
Yeah.
and every time like a beat would drop, I would press the fog, and it would just create a little nice little haze, and,
Yeah.
and I think people enjoyed it. It was like something cool.
Yeah.
And then we moved the fog machine closer to the car for that final shot that you see
Right.
in the video, because we knew we needed some sort of transition. And how many times we rehearsed that was insane.
I think what kind of had to play. Well, I mean, yeah, it's true. But I think what had to play into the fire alarms going off too was the fact that instead of it being angled at the floor, it was angled towards the sky.
Yep.
When we shot it, so
Because the shot looked sick.
The shot looks
That
sick.
shot looks
The
that
shot
shot-
looks sick.
The shot looks amazing. And we rehearsed it so many times of like what we're gonna say. I think we probably did 10 to 15 takes of like without actually pressing and without actually setting off the cannons. Because we only had 4 or 5 cannons, so it's like one and done. Like whatever makes it in the video, this is what's gonna happen. And I'm glad that shot worked out perfectly.